everyone! Hi. My name is Haiden Hazard. I am a cosplay guest here, and this is Cosplay 101. It's going to be mostly a question and answering based panel, but I am going to be sharing some stories, talking about things, or if you guys have any topics you would like me to discuss and give my opinion on, or tell you about my experience with said thing, that is something that we can also do. So, does anyone have any questions to start off with? If not, I'll just start talking, and we can just go from there. Alright. So, let's start talking about armor. You guys want to talk about armor? Let's talk about armor. You guys? Woo, armor. Woo. Okay, so one of the most popular ways to make armor is with Worbla. Worbla is a thermoplastic. How many of you guys have heard of Worbla? Any of you guys? Alright, some of you guys. Alright. So it's this thermoplastic, and it's basically made out of like wood chips, glue, and just some other random stuff that you don't really care about. Yeah, cool. Okay. So Worbla is mainly used to like strengthen things. You use it, you cover things like crop foam, insulation foam, EVA foam, anything like that. You can basically cover anything in Worbla if you really want to. But it's mainly used to like strengthen things or to give it a more smooth surface or anything like that. I use it for all of my props and armor and things like that. I have swords that I didn't bring with me, but they are made with Worbla and insulation foam as well. I talk about insulation foam a lot, and I'm going to be talking about insulation foam a lot, so I'm going to tell you guys what it is or what it's about. Insulation foam is foam you're supposed to put in your house to like insulate it, hence the name. But I use it because it's a very lightweight foam material, and you can shape it, you can cut it, you can do anything with it, and it's very easy to work with, in my opinion. Most of the bases for my swords and things like that are made out of insulation foam because it keeps it very lightweight, but still at the same time very durable. You can use insulation foam without covering it with Worbla. That's possible, but there's a chance that it will break because it is a foam still. It's not bendy at all. If you're looking for a bendable foam, you may want to go with more EVA foam, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna come sit around the front. Hold on. I'm also, if you guys don't mind, I do a vlog on YouTube, and I'm gonna record you guys pretending to be excited, if that's cool with you guys. Just like try your best to act excited even though you aren't. Hold on, let me do that now, actually. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna ask you guys if you're excited to be here, and just pretend you're excited, okay? Alright. We are at JXNCON. Are you guys excited to be here? Yay! Okay, thank you. That sounded very fake. I loved it. It was good. Does anyone else have any questions? Thank you. Yes?
How do you make fake blood? I saw a picture of you with Saya cosplay.
Hold on. I think they're going to bring you a microphone so you can speak to me. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it good? Are we good? In the back? What about in the back? Can you guys hear me in the back? No one in the back's looking, so I assume you can't. Okay, cool. I should project more. Okay.
Yes, how do you make fake blood? I think I saw a picture of you with Saya cosplay.
Yeah.
Blood suit. How's that done?
You can make fake blood, yes. Most of the time I just buy my fake blood. I buy Mayron, just like dark fake blood. But you can make it. When I was a kid, I made fake blood because I've always been obsessed with fake blood. But when I was a kid, I made it with like cornstarch and red and blue food dye. I also put some Jello mix in there because it was red, and I was like, yeah, the more red the better. Why not? It's blood. Let's put it in there. It'll make it chunky. It's good. So you can do that. There are tons of tutorials online on how to make different types of fake blood. There's tutorials online on how to make edible blood, which if you're going to use fake blood on yourself, I would recommend it be edible or food grade because you'll probably get it in your mouth at some point. I usually end up with some blood in my mouth, and I'm like, but it's edible, and mine tastes like mint, so that's good. You feel minty fresh after you look like you're dying. It's good. It's good. I like it. So I would recommend just buying it personally. That's what I do. And also, if you want to spray it, like I did with my Saya Kisaragi from Blood Sea photo shoot, you can water it down. You can like put half fake blood, half water in like a spray bottle, and then shake it up, and then you can spray it on your face. Any other questions, comments, concerns? It's you, and it will come to you.
Do you have any tips for like posing in a cosplay photo shoot?
Yes, I do have tips. No, I don't. Sorry. Next, no. So the tips I have are, I would say definitely get to know your character before you go to a photo shoot or before you do pictures. Definitely, if you don't, if you watch the show, which people usually do before they cosplay something or you play the game, whatever. Just watch episodes that like your character's in a lot. Just watch those like once or twice to refresh your mind, or like read the Wikipedia article, or you can go on to like Google and do some Google foo and be like, what characters? Be like, just type in the name of your character, and a lot of times like poses will come up, like pictures of the character. So you can get ideas from that as well. But I'd say just honestly, what I do most of the time is just think of the type of person your character is, and think about what kind of poses they do and how they act and how their body language is. Any other questions? Yes.
I was just wondering, how many years have you been cosplaying?
Hold on, let me count. I've been cosplaying for about 5 years. I've been cosplaying for about 5 years now. It's more like four and a quarter. Actually, I just rounded up to 5 years. It's 4 and a quarter, basically, but I've only been making my own stuff for about 2 years now. At the beginning, I did not make my own stuff because I was this big, probably. But now that I've grown into a person, I now make my own stuff. Any other questions, comments, concerns, topics you would like for me to discuss?
I've always wanted to do a gender bent cosplay.
Yeah.
What, like, I guess that's a topic. Do you have any, like, tips or anything about
I do have
gender
tips.
bending?
I have tips. Alright, so one of my tips would be to get a binder if you're going to be if you're a girl and you want to do a male cosplay, I would say definitely invest in a binder. I have gotten one before, and I got mine from underworks.com. Basically, is it okay to put my foot on this? Okay. Basically, they are to compress your chest to look like a boy. So you have no boobs anymore. They're gone. I don't know where they go, but they're gone. So binders, they're a very tricky topic to discuss though, because some binders are very unsafe. Because when you do compress your chest like that, you have a difficulty breathing. So if you get a cheap binder, they will not stretch with your chest, so you will not be able to breathe. So I would, I had a friend who tried to use ace bandages to bind, which if any of you have used ace bandages before for anything, you know the more they move, the more they shrink somehow. I don't know how that works, but they do. They shrink because they're supposed to like keep whatever you're wrapping it around in place. So ace bandages are like the worst thing to use other than duct tape to bind. A lot of my friends use duct tape, and I want to fist fight them for it. But because that's so unsafe. It's so unsafe. But I have a friend who actually broke one of their ribs because they used ace bandages to bind. So that's very unsafe. Do not ever do that. I'm looking at all of you. So definitely look and research binders and things like that before you decide on one. You get what you pay for. That's one of my things that I believe in 100% across the board. You get what you pay for with most things in life. So keep that in mind when working on cosplay or buying cosplay or things such as that. There are also tons of makeup tutorials for female to male cosplaying online for makeup, and you can also do padding to make yourself look more muscular, give yourself more of a guy silhouette. Yes. So I'd say definitely do research, see what kind of your character, see what they're about, see what body shape they have. Cosplaying a burly man is much harder than cosplaying a girly boy. So I'd keep that in mind when you're crossflying. Any other questions? Comments? Concerns? All right, we're gonna figure out how to lock you guys in here some way, and I'm gonna like start beatboxing. Well, just the whole panel. Let's discuss further. If no one has any questions.
I'm super mad at you. You never do questions.
No.
And I
Never.
go off to do official business and there are questions that are happening.
Yep.
Who has questions? I'm sure some of you have lots of questions. You all have really great costumes. You must have questions about how to make cool costumes. There you go. Just got to pull them out of them. Hold on. Coming with the microphone.
She has a thirst
Come
for
on.
knowledge.
Have
She
you been
wants to
asking
know.
lots of questions already? Oh, okay.
She wants to know things.
Okay. Well, information.
Yeah.
Okay, so opposite of gender bending.
Yeah.
Regular bending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I guess the opposite of binding.
Uh huh.
I was going to do a Jessica Rabbit type character or like Power Girl type character. How do I get that kind of cleavage?
All right. This is the topic I shine in.
I clearly have come in on this conversation at a very weird time.
Yep.
I will just find the gal that had this microphone and
Just give it back to
go back
Be
to
like-
where I was.
Yeah.
That's a good question. So, yeah, Hayden, go for that.
Okay, so this is a topic I excel in because cosplay boobs are not real boobs ever. They're not what you actually look like. Unrealistic expectations for women everywhere. Okay, so for example, I was gonna use another person as a for example, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's me. It's me. So I cosplay a lot of busty characters, if you will. So I'm not a busty person in real life, not as much as I am in cosplay. But so what I do, I wear two push-up bras, and these silicone insert things. Everyone I know in the whole world, even if we don't discuss it beforehand, everyone calls them chicken cutlets, and I don't know why, but everyone calls them that. Like people I've never even met before, they're like, "Oh, chicken cutlets." I'm like, "How do you know that? How do you know that joke?" But everyone knows it. It's like a universal joke. I don't know. It's like the Superman thing you learn in elementary school. You guys know? I'm not going to talk about that anymore because that weirds me out. But okay. So also contouring. You can contour your chest and look like you have more than you do, which I also do. But what you can do, you wear like a normal push-up bra, and then you wear another push-up bra under that one. And it helps a lot if they cross in the back, like the crisscross. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. The crisscross thing in the back that some bras do. I don't know. It helps if one of them does that. I don't know why, but it helps. And you wear one under the other one to help push up and in. And then you can wear the chicken cutlets right here, because they also help push up and in. So that's what I'll do. Or you can just find a really cheap bra at Walmart that does the same thing, which I've also done. I don't know how that works. Some bras are just better. A strapless? Ooh. You're out of luck. I'd honestly say you can wear a strapless bra, and then this is not safe. This is not safe. I'm not going to recommend that anymore. You can wear the strapless push-up bra and then the chicken cutlets. And
Are we ordering lunch or is this
Yeah.
costume advice?
it's both. You got
Just
to eat to
curious.
make stuff.
Yeah, apparently.
You got to be prepared. I'd honestly say contouring would be probably your best bet on a strapless item. Because if there's no way to pull up, unless you have fake boobs, then you're kind of out of luck on that. So contouring would be my best bet. You can look at a lot of drag queen tutorials, because drag queens most of the time don't have boobs, but they look like they have boobs a lot of the time. So I'd look up drag queen boob tutorials. That's my recommendation.
Ah, the internet.
The internet.
Is it safe for me to enter back into this conversation now? Just
Probably
curious.
not. Probably not, but come on back.
Nah,
Come on
it's
back.
okay. Let's see. Question. Who has a question? Oh, here we go.
She's ready.
It's
She's
tea
coming out here.
time.
She's like, what? I want to ask.
What is the hardest outfit you've ever had to put together?
Ooh,
That's a good question. That's a good question.
she stumped you.
I would probably say the hardest costume I have ever had to make is one that I have not worn to a convention or anywhere yet. I don't know how many of you guys play League of Legends. Some of you guys were like, the other half were like, it's embarrassing to play League of Legends. I'm cosplaying League of Legends right now. But it's Challenger Ari from League of Legends would probably be the hardest thing I've ever made. Back before, okay, I went to this convention called JXNCON in February in Maryland. Challenger Ari got released like 2 weeks before JXNCON. And I was working on a different costume at the time, and then I went, you know, I want to make Challenger Ari for JXNCON because I want to wear her then. So I was like, I had like a week left before JXNCON, and I decided that I would work on this like full leather and like tons of armor costume. I was like, it'll work out, yeah. It didn't work out, but there's a reason. I finished the costume. So I worked on this, I slaved, if you will, on this costume. I slaved over it for like a week, like nonstop. I slept maybe 2 hours. And then I finished it. I took it, I packed it up, we went to Maryland. I was in my hotel room, I was letting the glue dry from my armor onto my shoe. And these are like 6-7 inch heels. And so sometime during the night, my heel got knocked over and someone stepped on it. And so I could not wear the costume that weekend because my shoe was broken. So that was awful. And then by the time I got over it being broken, I was like, oh, I don't want to even look at this anymore and try and fix it because I'm mad. I worked on it so hard and I couldn't wear it. By the time I was over that, it was summer. And I was like, no, it's a good idea to wear it now. And keep in mind, this was full leather, like head to toe, and I also had a leather jacket on top of that. So I was in Tennessee, it was summer. I put it all on, I put all my armor on. I stepped outside and I like almost passed out instantly. I was like, I see my life flash before my eyes right now. So I had to go back in my hotel room, take it off, and I haven't looked at it since. I'll probably wear it this winter, we'll see. Probably not. Something bad will happen. All right. And that's the hardest costume I've ever had to make. I have no proof that I actually made it. Yay. Yeah. It's lovely how things work out like that. Josh! Someone has a question. Come back.
Yes. What? Oh, sorry. I was talking to
He's failing at his
this
job.
other
Let's all boo
cosplayist
him.
type
Everyone
person.
boo him real quick.
Boo, Josh.
Boo.
I'm terrible.
You guys didn't boo him. That was sad.
No,
Some of you
that's
guys
sad.
did. They like you too much.
Hi.
Is it fun to cosplay?
That's actually a really good question.
That's a good question.
It sounds like a lot of work. I wouldn't think
It
it's
is.
fun.
It's a ton of work, and it's very hot and stressful, but it's so much fun, and I love cosplaying. I do it. I go to about 45 to 50 conventions a year. This is my job. This is my life. This is what I live and breathe. And I have absolutely so much fun doing it. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. So I would say yes, cosplay is tons of fun.
How do you fund all of the cosplaying?
You got a comment about that?
No, I want to know too because I want to do it. Please give me money to dress up like things.
As you see, as some of you may know, I have a booth over there where I sell prints. I sometimes do commissions on costumes, props, wigs, things like that. But I get most of my profit from cosplaying off of selling prints. A lot of people don't like to sell prints, or like some people can't, like they don't want to sit in a booth and all that. But that's how I fund my cosplays. That's how I make my money. So commissions do help. But I don't like to do cosplay commissions because if the person's not there, it's very hard to like actually fit it to the person, and then they like complain, and it's a big ordeal. I've done it a few times, never turned out good. But selling prints would be my main source of money. Yes. Any other questions?
There we go. Well, let's start here and go there, and then we're gonna have to cut it off because we have a costume contest to do.
What's the longest costume that you've ever had to do? Like, the longest amount of time?
The Ari one that I still haven't worn. That one.
Have you ever cosplay as an opposite gender, like such as a boy?
I have back in like 2000 and nothing. But I haven't done that in like 20 years. I say that, but I'm not even 20 years old.
She's like 5 years old.
I'm like 5 years
Yes.
old. So,
She's the largest 5-year-old boy child you will ever see.
Yep.
It's fine.
What's your favorite cosplay that you've ever done?
Also a good question.
that's a good question. My favorite cosplay that I've ever done is probably Katarina from League of Legends. All the League of Legends. I like League of Legends. I like their cosplays and all that jazz. Or there's more. I'd say that or Junko Inoshima from Danganronpa. She's cute. I like her.
You literally get the last question.
The last.
I was about to say my ending thing.
Why do you like to cosplay?
Even better of a question.
We got all these good questions. I'd say I like to cosplay because I like to become my favorite characters. And for a lot of people, cosplay is an escape. So a lot of people like to become someone else for a day, and they get to go away from all their problems and everything that's going on in their life, and they just get to meet people who like things like them, and they get to like experience life in a different way. I'd say it's almost therapeutic when you're not stressing over costumes, when you actually get to wear them.
Do us a favor and give Miss Haiden Hazard a round of applause. You'll see more from her in a moment.